Good evening, everyone. Oh, that was very squeaky. And welcome
Her voice is changing.
to the latest episode of the Set List of Life with the current bandmates of Dolly for Sue. Tonight we have with us Aaron on guitar.
Hello, hello.
Christine on the drums.
Hi.
Kirsten on the keyboard.
Hello.
And I'm Leslie, your vocalist for this evening. Tonight our song is Stuck in the Middle with You by Steeler's Wheel, which is on my summer playlist.
Oh, yeah?
Which is
do you
what
have a summer playlist?
I do. I have a couple
else
of them.
is it?
I keep saying I'm going to share. Poor
Yeah.
Kirsten. She keeps asking me to share. Once I learn how to share my Spotify, I will share all my playlists with you.
Like
I
hitting
can
a
use
share
a
button.
playlist.
Yeah.
I know there's just
There's a share button.
But
Not super
I
hard.
thought you could only share with the people on your thing, like
don't
your
know.
account.
Oh.
You can share with everybody?
I don't know. Probably.
You can
I
share
don't-
with others. I've shared
I-
playlists with other people.
Okay.
Okay.
It's that easy.
All right.
I'll do it.
I don't
Get
even
right on
think I
that.
have premium.
I have a couple, because I have a couple good playlists.
Oh, I love a good playlist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And JJ's made up a few because he's on. See, that's the hard part. He's on my Spotify account. Like he put my account on his phone.
Oh.
So we can't listen to it at the same time.
Oh.
Like if he's listening to
that's
music
interesting.
and I go into Spotify and I
can't.
play something, it switches the song and he'll go, Mom! And I'm like, well, how do I know? Get your
Yeah.
own account.
Oh, that's really
Exactly.
interesting.
Yeah.
So anyway.
The more you know.
The,
All right.
can it go?
Do 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 do.
Oh, Aaron. Oh, there we go. You got it right away. I
That
thought
was
you were
good.
searching, but you had it.
I have
purple.
some stuff.
Have you
All
been
right.
practicing?
I've been practicing.
Excellent.
He's had 2 weeks of practice time.
Yeah.
we've had a lot of
Just
practice
waiting.
time.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah.
We've been
Well,
busy this summer.
I blew it. Well, I didn't blow it, but I kind of started the avalanche of no podcasting last week because we decided at the last minute to go up to the Pennsylvania State Arts Festival.
Oh, what was that?
It's lovely.
Yeah.
They've been doing that forever.
Where was it?
They literally in State College. It
okay.
actually weaves through campus and it goes through town. They block off Allen Street,
fun.
and it goes up through town and it comes and weaves through campus. So there's lots of, and it's a juried,
vendors.
yeah, it's a
Oh,
juried
cool.
arts festival. So like that, it's
Oh,
really good
cool.
artists.
Yeah.
The downside is the art's really expensive.
Yes, it's always been extremely expensive.
Like I was actually going with the hopes of buying a piece,
something.
buying
no,
something.
No.
And it was like everything was $3,000 to $6,000.
Oh,
my
wow.
gosh.
That is
Yes.
very expensive.
Yeah.
Especially for like an outdoor show like that.
Yes.
But
mean-
it's all, I mean, the one thing is like with other art shows, you kind of just meander around and look at the tents. You're kind of like, okay, whatever. I mean, I've been to enough flea markets and markets
Yeah,
whatnot like that.
I love
where
that
they have
stuff.
crafts. You get the gist of it. You know exactly what you're going for, and there's going to be knickknacks and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
The Penn State Arts Fest is a little bit different. You walk into a tent and you're like, damn,
Right.
this is art.
Yes.
This is really interesting. This is very, I remember there was this guy that I always used to be fascinated with. He would make these little jewelry boxes, but the jewelry boxes had like hidden compartments upon hidden compartments upon hidden
Wow.
compartments. And you're like, this is crazy. There's so many things going on here. This is true art. This
Yes.
is cool. And every tent is like that. And I don't know how many tents there are. There must be.
thousands. Because
Yes.
there's furniture.
That's
There's,
huge.
you name
Oh,
it,
wow.
someone's making it. And it's just,
That's cool.
It's really cool. It is fun to go see, but I was a little disappointed because I was really hoping to buy
Yeah.
something. And I was like, I can't
Nobody was even selling
buy
prints.
anything. Well, even the prints
Yeah.
were
Yeah.
like,
$35 for a print or
right.
whatever.
No, I mean, like they were like $500
Oh, for a print?
for a print.
That's a
And
lot.
I was like, are you
for a
famous?
print. Yeah, I was
do,
going to say.
do I know you?
And the other thing about
You should know them if
If I
it's
hang you up in my
$500
house,
for a
will
print.
people actually go, oh,
Right.
that's
right.
a mission.
Oh, well, you have.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
But the other thing about that is that when you go to flea markets and whatnot like that, there are tents everywhere. Like it's kind of like you have to make a game plan.
Right.
The Arts Fest at Penn State is you start at the beginning and you
You
walk
go-
the entire line.
See, I like
Yes.
that better.
Yeah.
'Cause then
You don't miss anything.
Yeah.
You just kind
Yeah,
of
that's
travel
the
down the
whole
line.
thing. Yep.
That's cool.
That sounds
It's very cool.
That sounds like fun to me.
And they have a thing, Aaron, maybe you knew this, but on Thursday nights at Tussey Mountain, which is I hate to call it a ski resort. It's a ski hill.
It's a hill.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a ski hill. It's called Tussey Mountain.
Yes.
And but in the summertime on Thursdays, they do wing competitions that you eat wings.
Oh, I was going to say.
Like you're like, wings, my wings. Did you? I was gonna break them out for you.
You get on top of the hill, and everybody jumps at the same time.
I should have said hot wings.
Yeah.
But like all these American legions,
You made it.
Darwin
He
at
didn't
its
make
best.
it.
Evolution, people, evolution.
but all these American legions in Pennsylvania compete on like who's the makes
Has
the best wings. So they'll
Oh.
have they had like 6 or 8 legions competing, and then they had a huge stage set up with this was a Tom Petty tribute band.
Oh, fun.
That's where I saw Bob Dylan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was supposed to go to a Tom Petty tribute band last week, but it got rained out.
Oh, maybe it was
Yeah.
the same guys.
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know how many Tom Petty tribute bands there are.
I've been to one this past year.
But it was
This year.
packed. It
Oh,
was
yeah?
really fun.
Yeah.
It was really fun.
fun.
So that was a good thing. I didn't even know they did that until this particular Thursday. So lots of fun in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Sounds
How
good.
was 4th of July for everyone?
Oh, you're making me think.
Like again,
Oh,
we
yeah.
haven't been.
Well, it was Pop-Up Eve, remember?
Oh,
that's right. It was
Yeah.
Pop-Up Eve, that's
I
right.
sent you guys. I sent you guys
Is
all
Pop-Up
the.
Eve always on the 4th of July?
Yeah, it's his birthday's at the 3rd is Pop-Up Eve.
Okay.
Right.
I didn't realize
the eve
that.
of
The eve
the
of.
4th
The eve.
I
Yeah.
probably read that in the essay. I just didn't.
Yeah, but so it was Pop-Up Eve, and Jolly St. George came. It was lovely.
Did you put
Yeah.
on the Frozen T-shirts?
No, we didn't do the Frozen. We don't do the feats of strength anymore.
Oh.
that's the kids are all too old.
Oh, that's a bummer.
I know the feats
They're
of strength
never
were
too old.
was like the best part.
You
of
know that'll
Pop-Up
come
Eve.
back
Yeah.
once they have kids.
Yeah, once
Yeah.
they have kids, we'll
Oh, yeah.
we'll start
You
doing
have
that
to.
again. But no, we didn't do any. There were no competitions, but there was a lot of celebrating.
Yeah.
No pie. Can't ever have pie.
Right.
There was a
Oh.
cake, and but yeah, so it was funny.
So it's traditional pop-up food.
Yeah, and actually, it was kind of cute this year because most of the grandkids have graduated from college and they're on their own and they're all over the country.
Oh, wow. And they came back?
And yeah, but we weren't expecting like most of them. We were all like, because
Yeah.
they did it as a surprise, like
Oh, that's nice.
right, because we were all like, oh, someone's in Detroit, someone's in Charleston, like, well,
Yeah,
they
right, you
can't
don't
come, they
expect
got to
it.
work, they
Right.
don't get the time off because they're
Yeah.
and they all showed up.
That's
That's great.
amazing.
It was really cute.
That's
it was really
awesome.
nice. So, anyway, so that tickled my father, and then of course my brother had a little too much to drink and started telling stories that maybe weren't showing my dad in the best light, and we're all like, all
Okay,
right,
stop.
okay,
All right,
it's time to wrap this up. Let's,
Yeah. Oh, my gosh.
Those are the best stories.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
so that's what happened for
Okay,
me. What
all
about
right.
you guys?
Well, I have one more. I have one more thing that happened in Pennsylvania that
Yeah.
I have to ask you about.
Yeah.
Yes.
Pierogi Fest.
Yeah. Oh, I was at the pierogi. I'm at the
That's what I'm
pierogies.
asking
Yeah,
about.
yeah, yeah.
It
How
was
is
at a baseball
Pierogi
stadium,
Fest?
right?
So yeah.
I love pierogies.
So this was
They're
before.
so good.
So
Pierogies
this
are
was
good.
this was before 4th of July.
Yes, yes.
Like the week before. So the State College Spikes, which is a draft league baseball team, they play at Penn State in the baseball stadium there in the summertime. Leo is actually doing his internship there this summer. In fact, he was working the night. I wish I knew you were going.
I know.
But anyway,
I know.
you were there
probably,
too?
We probably rubbed shoulders with him at some point.
Anyway, Aaron was
okay.
there on a different night, but
Oh, wow.
So we'd gone up just to take some stuff up and visit and go to one of the games, and it turned out to be pierogi night.
Yeah.
It was like the best night. So the pierogies from the Pirates, the pierogi mascots, were actually there.
They're pro-game mascots of the
Yeah, they
Pirates?
have. Yeah. So you know how the Washington Nationals, the presidents run the race?
Yeah.
In Pittsburgh, the pierogies run the race.
That makes sense.
Really?
Yes.
I had no idea.
And in fact, I had on my "I'm just here for the pierogies"
Did you
T-shirt.
just happen to be wearing it?
And well, no, I knew it was
You
pierogi
knew.
night.
Oh, okay. All right.
And
What are the chances?
What are the chances?
Like, I just threw this on.
And
Here I
I wear it every night.
but I didn't. The pierogies saw my T-shirt
They did.
and they came over and they took a picture. Remember, I sent you the picture.
Oh,
there
yeah.
I am, right
Oh,
there.
that's
Aaron's got the
right.
picture.
Oh, that is. Oh, I didn't realize that was a pierogi. I didn't know
Oh,
what
you didn't
that
know
was.
what the- yeah.
No, I just like some kind of mascot.
She's never lived in central Pennsylvania.
just here for the
Ah.
pierogies.
That's
Yep.
a good shirt.
So yeah, it was pierogi
Yeah, no, I
night.
did not. I did not. That photo lacked context for me.
Yeah, sorry. I thought you knew those were pierogies.
No.
So did you
I
have
had
like
no idea.
a lot of pierogies?
They do have pierogies at the
Well, all different
that
kinds?
night they had pierogies.
Okay.
Did you get any free?
Oh no, gosh, nothing's free. Come on, Christine.
Come on, bobblehead night. You get a free
Free.
bobblehead.
That's
Oh,
true.
they do have giveaways before the game. They do have a couple good giveaways. But nonetheless, so I was at pierogi night, and then like a couple days later, Aaron's there with his family for the
Yep.
4th of July bash.
Yeah,
Did they
which
have
was
pierogies?
incredible, by the way.
Yeah, they did a good job, didn't they?
I was pretty blown because that was the one my entire lifetime. I've always wanted them, and he did it finally. But they always put off throughout any fireworks display. They put off several big ones throughout,
Right.
to make it seem big and part of the music and choreograph and whatnot like that. And I've always said, no, hold those to the end so it looks that much bigger.
Oh, gotcha.
And they did just that.
Oh, so you were
So
happy.
when the finale,
The finale.
came, it was like
true finale.
and yes, and you can hear me in the video. I'm like, holy shit! Like this is incredible.
Wow.
Because it was wow. This is pretty incredible. These are huge.
Pennsylvania's where you get the good fireworks.
Yeah,
but
it's
they
true.
did a
Everything legal?
phenomenal job.
It's
Yeah.
true. But so I don't know. I didn't realize Aaron was going to be there because Leo runs as part of his internship, does all the fun stuff and like pulls the kids out of the crowd and,
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
and like that kind of stuff. And I was like, oh, I wish I knew. I would have told him to come.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It is what it is. Your kids got to do some stuff though.
Oh yeah,
sounds fun.
absolutely. They ran the bases and had
Yeah.
fun. And
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, cool.
And how about you ladies? Anything?
Anybody
You're
see
like,
any fireworks?
we're here.
So,
Were there fireworks here?
but yeah, they're across the street from my house, literally.
Oh, they do it
yeah,
at the-
they,
they
at
do
the
it
golf
at-
course. Yeah.
See, that's nice.
So we went to a neighborhood party and then we came back and sat in our yard and my kids had their
Aw.
friends over. It was fun. But that was the crazy thing. That was June 28th.
Oh, right. They set them off
that was the
early.
Friday
Really
before.
early.
So are they doing that? I have this question because everybody's fireworks are spaced out this year. Are they doing it for air quality
Oh, I don't know.
or are they doing it
I
because
feel
it's
like
cheaper?
South Riding's always done it. Like
They've
the Friday
always
night.
they usually do it
Yeah.
on a Friday night or like on a weekend.
Yeah.
So I just assumed it was because the 4th was on a Thursday, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, I didn't
it
know
would
if-
kind of make sense to not do it all at once.
Right.
Like
for
forest
everybody.
fires.
Right. Exactly. Like
Yeah.
I was thinking maybe so that everybody.
Right.
Right. So that we could all breathe.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Because they all tend to set them off at like 9:00.
Yeah, that's true.
But I don't know if that's the case or
I-
it's just
I don't
cheaper if
know
you get
why.
the guy a week ahead of time or.
Yeah, maybe
Right.
maybe there's only so many like people to go around,
Well,
and they
yeah,
have
that's
to
true too. There might only be so
Yeah.
many people who are actually licensed to do a show.
qualified. So on the
Who knows?
actual 4th, I accepted some dog assignments, and I had 4 dogs with anxiety.
Oh no!
And it was awful because the people were out of town. I think I visited them like twice that day. And anyway, their neighbors were having a huge party and like setting off like
Bottle
Roman
rockets and-
candles,
yeah.
like just like for hours.
Oh no!
Yeah. So I was there for, I don't know, I was there for a really long time.
babies.
And I finally, 2 of them I couldn't get out. And they said one was like their son's dog. And they were like, oh, she'll like break out of her collar and she has anxiety anyway. So,
Oh dear!
but so finally, like the lady's like, I guess they're going to pee in the house. And like, but
Yeah,
we tried,
well,
I finally got
babies.
2 of them out. Like it finally, I think I was there for like an hour and a half and I finally,
Oh geez!
but you know, it was just crazy. And you don't think about, I mean, when it's, you know, my dog doesn't like fireworks either, but you can let your dog out anytime. So,
right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. Like I was there for the bedtime visit, like if I would have known. So I was like, you know, if I would suggest if you go out of town to have your pet sitter do bedtime early.
Yes.
Yeah, like
before
8 o'clock.
Yeah. Like 8:00 and then have someone come at, 6 the next morning instead of
Yeah.
8.
Yeah.
Or even just I don't know
Yeah.
how late that you guys are expected to go. Like, but maybe.
Well, usually they give a time because everyone's different. Like,
but no one ever asks you to go at like 11:00 at night.
No, and if it's after 9, you get extra money. 'Cause,
Oh, okay.
Like that's a premium. But yeah, I think I was there until like 10:30, 10:45. I finally,
Trying to get them out.
yeah.
Aw.
And I just felt so bad. Like they
Yeah.
were scared, and I thought about like leaving and going home, but I'm like, no, they were just scared. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. Poor
So,
babies.
yeah. So anyway, that was, yeah.
Well, Joey and I were on the Appalachian Trail during the
Oh, that's right.
weekend,
Oh,
so we
that's
missed
right.
that. But
Yeah.
then I ran.
And I
into,
saw you.
I ran into Kirsten on the 4th.
That's right. We haven't talked about
Yeah.
any
I
of this.
know.
That's why I was
But,
out dog walking.
I bought fireworks for the first time ever in my
You
life.
did?
Like usually people just buy them. I mean, it's not that I haven't ever let them off, but
Wow.
because I was going to have the 2 younger ones home.
So
I was
did you
let's
spend
go
a
buy-
fortune?
So I was like, let's
Yeah.
go buy some fireworks. So I'm walking
Fun,
up.
Mom.
I'm walking up to the place over there by Giant. And I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I feel like I'm buying drugs.
I know.
I don't even know what to do. And there's this little kid behind. I mean, he wasn't little, but there was this like teenage kid behind the thing, and I'm like, okay, I want those and those. Do I pay you in cash? She goes, no, we take credit cards.
Cash transactions only.
Right.
Wow.
I've never done this before.
I've never done it before. Those
Actually, it's-
places always make me nervous. I'm always afraid like someone's gonna have a cigarette or
They only,
like
they only take Bitcoin now because it's so.
right. So right.
Cryptocurrency.
It's so,
I got a
it's-
bunch of that. I can get. No,
It's so black market.
But so and then I made dinner. I made hot dogs and we set off fireworks.
That sounds fun. That's good. You were fun,
It
Mom.
was fine. It was fine. I mean, it was a decent 4th. It wasn't anything.
So what kind of fireworks
great.
did you get?
No, just little cheapy things.
Yeah,
Just the
you
little
didn't get
boxy
the-
things that you just
Did you get any of those? You know those the snap ones, the
Oh, I
little
like
white
those. The little
Oh, the
gunpowers where
Oh,
you just
no.
throw
yeah,
them when
they
they just
throw
snap.
them.
I like those.
Okay, well,
the
We
snakes.
used to put those in our hands.
Yeah.
Between our
and
fingers and
pinch
snap
them,
'em, yeah.
and then the snakes were good too. But
Yeah.
someone had the day after, the next morning I was walking the dogs, and some little kid must have dropped the box, and so they were like on the sidewalk, but I didn't see them.
Right.
Oh no! Did you step
Right.
on?
I scared the living poop out of myself. I stepped right on it and went snap, and I was like, snap,
Oh
and
my
then of course I
gosh. And
jumped.
your dog probably freaked out.
And a few, and it's like snap, 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 snap. Like I don't know if they did it on purpose to watch me
Like
do
a
that.
booby trap.
Like a booby, because that's something I would have done as a
Yeah.
kid, like
Yeah.
booby trap it, or someone just like literally just dropped it and didn't
Probably,
realize it.
yeah.
But it worked. It scared the living crap out
Wow.
There
Yeah.
were a bunch because then I went on my Friday morning run, which I won't be doing anymore. But I went on my Friday morning run the next day at the Dulles, and we meet at the Dulles Rec Center, and there were a whole bunch of them out there because we're like getting ready.
Oh,
We set a few off at 6 a.m.
of me. Snap, snap, snap.
Yeah.
wow.
Yep. Those were fun. You're right. We used to pinch them.
Yeah.
It's a little warm.
Yes.
See, now that I never did. Not surprising. Never pinched them.
I never
did
did
throw
that
them,
either.
but I never pinched them.
But I remember the snakes. I don't remember the pinchy ones.
They're little white tissues
Oh, I
filled
know.
with
Bags.
Yeah.
Little
oh,
tiny
those.
bags.
Yeah.
little tiny bags of gunpowder or whatever
Oh,
it
okay.
is.
Okay.
And you just throw it on the sidewalk and it
Okay.
goes pop.
You throw them at each other.
snaps.
Yeah, you threw them at each
Snaps.
other. That's what you
Do we
did.
call them snaps?
Yeah, they're snaps.
the
Yeah.
snaps. Yeah. Okay. I
In
know
a
what
red
that is.
box.
Yeah.
The snakes were always like they were always cool, but like kind of
no.
what was the point?
I don't know. Just
They
cool.
ruined your driveway.
Yeah.
They made black marks all over the driveway.
It stayed there for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
You're right.
It's true.
This is true.
And like you'd light it and go, zzz, and then that was it.
Yeah. And then
you're
I was like, uneventful. That was it.
I think the point was those were safe.
oh,
Yeah.
you know,
like
when-
sparklers.
Yeah, like sparks.
sparklers are sharp metal pins.
Well,
that are on fire.
I bought those as well.
Oh, yeah.
So we used to take boxes and boxes. Of course we did. This is, oh man. So
You're
we'd take
pyromaniac.
boxes of sparklers and break them off of the
metal?
metal, the pole,
Yeah.
and we'd crush them up and we'd put them in a big ball of aluminum foil and get our own fuse.
Sounds
Gosh,
great. What a
Sounds
good
like
idea.
a disaster waiting to happen.
And you all still have all your fingers and hair?
That's
Oh,
crazy.
we
Crazy.
were crazy. as kids.
Okay. Well,
We were crazy.
That's
I
like
mean,
Jiffy Pop on steroids.
yeah, we
Yeah.
were. I mean, out in the cornfields, we used to do a lot of
Yeah,
stuff.
that's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Crazy kids.
Crazy.
But yeah. Ah, the good
Wow.
times.
Oh, those were the days,
Yes,
the
they
salad
were.
days. I was laughing. I was telling my friends last night, and I'm sure I brought this up on the podcast before, but you know, when I was little, I was banned from watching Little House on the Prairie.
You were? Why?
Because
That's so wholesome.
so this is
of
what
all
I
the
had
shows.
No. This you are remembering.
Story time with Leslie.
This is one of those things we talked about where you remember it wrong. Like what's it called?
I know.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
I
about.
know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
I don't remember it.
But we
either.
all group remember it wrong. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So
It's Little House on the Prairie.
you're thinking, you're picturing
Mandela effect.
You're
Mandela
picturing.
effect.
Thank you very
Yes,
much.
Mandela effect. Thank you. Oh, that was
Mandela.
You are on time.
Wow.
She is on fire tonight.
She's amazing.
Spend 24 hours in the yard.
Yeah.
A week's worth of rest, and bam, you're.
You are just.
That was good.
Wow.
Put me on
Okay.
check.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway.
I gotta take whatever you're taking. So, no, you're remembering that opening sequence where she's running down
Dun,
the hill
dun,
through
dun,
the
dun,
wheat
dun,
and that
dun, dun.
happy music.
Dun, dun,
Okay,
dun, dun.
something awful happened every week on that show, and it wasn't like you didn't get to the
Nellie
end. and
Olson was always mean.
She was.
She
awful.
was so mean.
But it was never resolved. Like there wasn't ever a happy ending. It was just bad crap happened to
It
these
was.
terrible.
All I remember was the
No,
wholesome.
they were either killing the dog or Alfred was hooked on opioids.
Alfred?
Yes.
I don't remember that.
Or Almanzo got stuck, couldn't walk. I don't remember why he couldn't walk. And Laura was trying to encourage him to walk, and he'd yell at her, and she gave up hope. And every week was something like that. And I would cry and cry. And every week I tuned in just to see a happy ending. And there never was one. Ever.
Oh my God. I'm sorry. It is over. Oh my God.
What'd you do?
We have
Ann?
to get back to your story.
What did you do?
What are you doing?
Nothing. I'm story.
You're rubbing your chin on the.
Why are you rubbing
I was getting comfortable. I'm just listening to story time
Beard
with
on the
Leslie.
microphone.
Audience, he literally stuck his beard on the microphone.
there for like a whole solid minute as you were telling your story, and I happened to look over. And
Like, what is so funny? I'm like, what are you doing?
Okay, I'm sorry because your story was very serious.
I know.
And he's acting like
was
I'm
listening.
5-year-old.
I was listening
and,
too.
and wondering what was going on at the other side.
This is what
of the
happens
table.
when you teach kindergartners.
They only had beards.
That'd be awesome.
Okay. Yes, you're right. I don't remember.
I don't
but
remember
yes,
that
there
at
were
all.
some,
I just
there
remember
was some
happy
deep
times.
stuff.
Yeah, see,
And Nellie
you're
Olson
remembering wrong.
Be mean.
Okay,
And
so you
Mrs.
weren't allowed
Olson.
to watch it?
Mrs. Olson was
No,
mean
Did your
because-
parents
too.
think it was too depressing for you?
Well, because I cried hysterically and
yeah.
couldn't go to bed.
that's fair.
And my mom was like, you
Fair.
are banned.
Fair.
And then I would still.
I was gonna say banned from the last.
I was banned from the
That
Last
was like, oh my
Supper.
God, what
in
did
the
you
world.
do?
and then I would steal that little black and white TV that was like 3 inches by 3 inches. You know, everybody had one.
Uh-huh.
And I would steal it, and I would watch Little House on the Prairie anyway.
Under your blanket,
Under my
crying.
blanket, right? Rebel, ball my eyes out. Well, so today I was just telling someone this very same story yesterday because they were the same way. They were like, "You're crazy." I'm like, "No, I'm telling you." So I turned on.
I don't remember it that way.
I turned on the TV this morning, and there was a Little House on the Prairie marathon.
Okay, that's a little
No way.
weird.
And I was I took a picture of all the captions of like all the bad stuff, and they every summary was like the one where Mary goes blind.
Oh, I do
that's
remember
true.
when
I
Mary
do
went
remember
blind.
that. I do. And she was my favorite character.
Right. You know, I mean, like
Yes.
That was terrible.
like,
But
some-
then she had somebody who loved her anyway.
and then the neighbor got kicked out of his wife kicked him out for being an alcoholic, and he moved in with the Ingalls, and then like it just
Was that the guy with the beard?
yes,
Yes,
the
I
big
remember
guy
that
with the
guy.
beard.
The big guy with the beard.
Maybe
yeah.
instead of it being sad, you see it as a story of resilience.
No,
Or not.
anyway,
They were tough
But I-
pioneers. They had to go through hard times.
I must be talking about it a lot because it just
Makes
showed
you
up
appreciate
on
and
my
be grateful
TV.
for what you have in this world.
Maybe that's what it was. But I'm wondering,
You have your eyesight.
Michael Landon, come on now. Like he was actually now that
Pa.
he was on, all his shows were sort of like that. Like Gunsmoke, a lot of issues.
Heaven-
Highway to Heaven,
yeah.
a lot of issues. He liked the shows that people were just
Issuing.
He seems so nice.
It's sort of like this podcast. Where's Michael Landon when you need him?
There are some shows with some issuing.
Aaron is trying to give us a little levity over here with his beard on the microphone. Now he's sitting as far back as possible.
You guys are being hysterical. I'm like, shit, what did I do?
I know.
I'm sorry.
I'm like looking at Leslie. I'm like, her story seems fine. What did
Very
I do?
rude of us.
Yeah.
It was very rude of us.
It's okay.
I was trying to pull it together, but I just couldn't.
It's all right. No, if I
I got that out of my system.
Okay.
Okay, so I've got some news.
Okay.
Oh.
News.
Okay, I don't know how to. I don't know how
Are
to,
you moving?
No,
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Good.
I don't know how to go into this. So I'll.
Are you having a baby?
No. This is you're making this into a lot bigger than it actually.
You said
is.
news.
You're starting to scare us.
But it's not news. It's
Okay.
So
All right.
let's dumb it down. The bar. Let's bring it way down.
Okay.
here.
Okay.
That's easy for us.
Yeah, that is easy for us.
You know us,
Okay.
Aaron.
So left field.
Okay.
I fixed all the buttons.
Oh.
That is
So now I
news.
don't have to go to page to page to page to page.
It's just one page?
It's right here.
Why I'm tired.
Oh, I got
am
that
tired.
story. Boy, do I got that. I think I win that one.
You win.
Okay.
You win
Wow.
for
So
sure.
everything's like right here.
That's why you were so
Oh.
quick with the.
Did we
the-
only ever have 8 buttons, or did you get rid of some?
There's 32 buttons, but
There's
I only
32.
ever used like some of them on the first page. There's 4 pages of 8.
Oh.
Right.
Okay.
So how do you
So now we
flip
were
able to-
from
So I
page
put
to
all
page?
of the common ones on page 1.
Yeah, so you did get rid of some
Smart.
of those.
I got rid of some of them. But some of them were like the rim shot, but we never used them.
Yeah, we don't need that.
Yeah, we kind of use.
And there was like
We
a
have,
mys-
we have a
go-tos.
drummer over here. I could.
there was a mysterious one with doo doo wee doo 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 wee doo, and we're like,
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah. No, we kind of rely on our.
So I was like, all right.
So what's left? We got the quack.
For you, my dear.
Ooh.
Two quacks.
We got the two
double
quack. Perfect. All right. That was
All
very
right,
thoughtful.
but here's
Thank
a-
you.
here's
That's
a
very
bonus.
thoughtful. And it's yellowish,
All right.
like my favorite color.
Oh,
That's a bit
much. That's a bit much.
Huh?
I like that though. When we have a lot to follow.
Yeah. It's a follow-up fest.
Lots of follow.
Follow fest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so
But that looked like that was on a different page.
it is. This is a
Yeah.
whole new page. I got rid of a lot.
Okay. I want to hear the other ones.
Some of the are the same. Like
You've got mail.
we've used this.
Right.
Okay, so these are all the same.
Not that that's a hint or anything, but we need some more mail people.
We do need
Yeah.
some more mail.
Yeah.
Would love to hear from our
Love
listeners.
to get the mail.
Lance said he wants to come on the show.
Oh, yeah.
I told him
Okay.
absolutely.
Yeah,
Done.
absolutely.
We are totally open.
We're
Oh,
always
Stephanie
open.
says hi, by the way. She
Oh,
just
hi,
texted.
Stephanie.
Stephanie.
Hey.
All right.
We wish her well. Miss
So-
her. Come back.
Not that we'll ever use this, but
That hits. That hits really hard.
I kind of thought about you as
Resonates.
yeah, baby.
I
don't
love
hurt
I
me.
feel that one.
Anytime we talk about Christine's relationships, we gotta play that. This is awesome.
Sadly, we won't be playing it much.
Oh, that's
Although I will
was
say,
good.
while I was in the ER,
Was
the
it cute?
cardiologist.
Cute doctor.
It's too young for me, but boy,
Is there such a thing?
he was beautiful.
All right. Bound to get one.
Too young. He was too young for me. I actually thought about my daughter for him.
Wow, that is young.
Yeah,
Oh,
but he was good looking. Doctors are getting better and better looking, but not that I'm going down that road ever again.
okay.
Yeah.
Stay away from them.
And the grand finale.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, we had story time with Liz. We heard that one.
Okay. Yeah. This is the grand finale. This is what I'm getting to.
Okay.
This is
Like,
the
is
whole
it all
point
of them
because
all at once?
I'm gonna do something, and something's gonna happen.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. You ready?
It's like
Yeah, we're ready.
fireworks.
Okay. Here we go. Oh, I can't believe this is gonna happen, but here we
Gonna
go.
happen. Here we go.
Shall we play a game?
Did you watch it? Did you watch it? Did you watch it? Did you watch it?
I watched it.
Okay, now I'm the only one that hasn't seen it.
She hasn't seen it either.
Oh, I thought it was just
That's
me.
okay. Because it really was you. You were the one who needed to watch it,
Yeah.
you Mr. AI.
So wow, there's a lot of famous people in this movie.
Yes, and do you see why? Do you see why I wanted you to watch it? I know you're not a movie person.
In a certain sense, yes.
In a certain
yes. I don't know that.
Who are the famous people in the movie?
Ali Sheedy, Matthew Broderick, and a whole bunch of older people.
Oh, okay.
the guy from working 9 to 5 with Dolly Parton.
Dabney
Oh,
Coleman.
Dabney Coleman's in
He
there?
died
Yeah.
recently.
Yeah.
Dabney
A lot of
Coleman.
So
people
did Bob
died this week.
Newhart.
I know.
He died today.
Yes,
I know.
that
And
one hit
Richard
hard.
Simmons and Shannon
I
Doherty
know.
and
And-
Dr. Ruth Westheimer.
And
that was good.
the
Thanks.
one that there's another
Been
one
working
too.
on that. She's been working.
I was
An older
practicing.
lady.
do.
Oh my God, I can't think of her name.
The older lady,
The older lady that died?
Another woman.
somebody else, not Dr. Ruth.
Not Dr. Ruth.
No, she was in Olive Oil. Shelley Duvall.
Oh yes, that's right.
Shelley Duvall.
Yeah.
Oh, Shelley Duvall died? I
She
didn't hear
did.
that one.
Yeah, she was one of the first ones
Yeah.
kicking off the
A lot.
It was a
Bob
big week.
Bob Newhart. That one sucked.
Yeah. I know.
So,
or Papa Elf, as my kid said. But anyway,
yeah.
I'm so excited. But do you see why I wanted you to see? Because it's like
Sure.
the original AI movie.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It was, I want to say I saw that as a kid, but
I mean, it was like 1982.
yes, it was.
So it was so ahead of its time.
Yes. The premise of it was good. It was the idea of, what is it? The Whopper. Yeah, the Whopper is taking over the world, but it's just a simulation.
But it's scary because it almost blew up the world.
Yeah, but it didn't.
But it didn't.
Because it's Hollywood.
And they were still working in
say.
DOS. So it's not as
Oh,
scary in
that's-
DOS.
Yeah, that's true. MS DOS.
That little green cursor is not as scary as, you know.
It is when you go and you see all of whoever, the government there in their little offices.
What was the guy on MTV that was just the head?
Max Headroom.
Max Headroom.
Oh, look at
Headroom.
you, Kirsten,
Yeah.
pulling that one out.
Yeah.
Max
I had no,
Headroom. He was scary.
He was
Yeah,
a
it
little
was.
scary. Yeah, he
I'll
was a
give
little
you that.
scary.
That was weird.
He was weird.
Yeah, that was
Looked
fun.
like Vanilla Ice.
That pulled in. What was that whole like? That was the culture. I want my MTV.
Yes.
And the video, same type of thing, where it was glitchy and
Yes.
it was very much the time at that.
What was that? They were trying to scare us all with the computers.
Yeah.
And they did a good job with
He
Max
did it
Headroom.
very. Yes, he was
'Cause
pretty
he was
scary.
weird.
He was weird.
Sounds like a lot of
And
things
he'd
scared
get-
you, though, Leslie. Little House on the Prairie.
I lived with a lot of fear in my youth.
Yes.
I'm now discovering.
What other shows were you afraid
Maybe
of?
that's why I never anticipate anything. I guess I'm afraid.
Just let it out.
Just let it happen. It's going to
Yeah,
happen
it's gonna
anyway.
happen.
Just
Just
let it
happen.
happen.
don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. It's okay.
Oh my gosh. Well, so speaking of AI, so I texted you
Oh,
guys
yeah,
that
your
I was doing
class.
my
This is right.
homework
And
project.
your school and all that stuff. First of all, how is school going?
Great. It's great, except today I got a 29 out of 30 instead of a 30 out of 30, and I am a perfectionist.
Terrible.
But
terrible.
no, it's great.
Absolutely
It's great. I love
terrible.
it. I love every piece of it. I love both of the classes I'm taking. I'm excited about the two that I'm going to take in the fall.
Cool.
Although they'll be
awesome.
harder because they're two of my two core classes that I have to get out of the way. But
But you texted something about you have to do a piece
so
on AI.
So one of my projects that's due this week, the end of this week, or I guess next week, is on facial. Like we had to take a future trend in libraries and throw it into the future and how it would appear and how it would affect libraries, but also just play around with ChatGPT to create a story using this future trend in libraries and then like fix it up.
ChatGPT.
So I used ChatGPT for the
Wow.
very first time.
Good for you.
Wow.
And it was fun. I see why you enjoy it, but it was like the story was terrible. Like I wrote a much better story, even though I was playing around with it for an hour trying to.
Like
So
your
use,
prompts.
use Claude. Claude is much better than ChatGPT.
Okay, well, I can try that then because I still have time. I have to cite Claude or ChatGPT or whoever I use. But my actual project, my future trend is facial recognition, which I knew a little bit about. But the more and more I learn about it,
You don't want to learn about it.
scarier and scarier it is, and what certain countries are doing with it currently.
So, wait. What's
mean,
so scary? Explain.
Because
Brother?
you could be walking down the street and there could be cameras that capture you and like they'll know everything about you, like everything instantly.
Oh my god.
So like, you can be used to be profiled for anything. It can tell if you're like, there have been studies that show that it can tell with a degree of accuracy if you're gay or not. Like, I mean, the things that it can tell is
What? That's
crazy just by
crazy.
your facial recognition. But the scarier part of that is that it's great, but not good enough. And so like places are using it when they shouldn't be and inappropriately. And even as simple as like, was it In-N-Out or some restaurant chain was using it to, when you walked in, to know what your order was going to be based on what you've ordered before there.
Oh.
Which isn't like the worst thing in the world, but it is when you think of like privacy and all that other stuff. And
it's not something,
it
food
right now can recognize white males to a certain degree, a pretty big degree of accuracy, but is really off in black females. And so
wow.
like, when companies are using this thinking that it's all equal, it's not.
But it's not. Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was at Uniqlo. Is that how you say it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And they have, so, everybody's, the self-checkout thing hasn't been working a lot, especially for like Target and those places. Cause people steal, it's just too easy to steal.
Yeah.
Right.
And not at Harris Teeter because they
video you, and even when you don't steal, they tell you you're stealing.
They constantly stop and say, like, calling the person over. And I'm like,
That's hilarious.
haven't scanned my potato chips yet.
They showed a video of me one time saying I didn't pay for something. I'm like, but I did. And I'm on this video. It's
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Well, so,
I'm like,
so
if they're going to
Uniqlo-
criticize you, they need to scan your
have to have
groceries
proof.
for you.
And then it's scary because I'm like, wait a minute, but I know I paid for this.
especially you.
Yeah, especially Christine would definitely pay for it. She's
So
not.
we know-
She wouldn't.
Calm down.
know
over
that
there.
I pay for
Christine's
plastic
fear
bags when I
lies.
use paper. That's how crazy.
Did we have that question on one of our games about being
Yes.
accused falsely?
Yes, yes.
Anyway,
yeah.
all right,
Yes.
so go ahead.
So anyway, now so the self-checkout at Uniqlo, I literally walked up to the register with an armful of clothing and I went, it tallied everything I was holding.
Really?
Even if I was like
you didn't have to scan a tag.
I didn't scan a tag. It just tallied
How does
everything
it
I
know?
had on. I don't know. It tallied everything I had on me. And
It's like a sensor or something.
It is frightening. It's very frightening, though. I mean,
well, that was kind of cool.
it's cool, but it's
That was kind
I
of cool.
don't
That
want to
sounds
get
kinda
into
cool.
it too much here because it's personal, not the place for it, and I don't want to get all political.
Yeah.
But I'll share with you guys some of the stuff that I've learned and what's going on in certain countries and what could happen here, and I don't know.
Weird.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah, I know. And see, I actually am happy you're living in bliss and
Yeah.
ignorance.
Yeah. No,
And
I
so
get it.
not
I
knowing.
get it. I
Because
get it.
there's nothing I can do about what's going on, so I'd rather not know.
I have a question about this. So now, like at the TSA, they're starting to, take your photo. Like, what about like identical twins or?
So
Do you know
that's
about
actually
that?
been asked as well.
Yeah.
And apparently it cannot tell the difference between them. So I don't know, because your DNA is pretty much the
Right.
same. So I don't know what that means for that. I know when I go through TSA, my picture never works. Like they always have to stop me and do it again. And then they have to look at the picture on my
Oh, really?
thing and look at me.
Mine's always fine.
Yeah, mine never works.
Mine,
Yeah.
yeah. Ava's never works either.
No, mine never works. I also cannot get the faucets to work with my hands.
Oh, I can't do
Or
that.
get the
Nobody
paper
can
towels
do-
to come down with my
The
hands.
faucets are the worst.
Maybe
Those are
she's
like-
not here.
So when I was in the hospital and they were trying to do my blood pressure thing wasn't coming up and wasn't coming up and wasn't coming up. And the lady goes, "I think you're dead." I'm like, well, it's not really a place to joke. I was going to say,
Yeah, exactly. That's not.
but I am sitting up talking to you.
Yeah.
It's not the place to make that joke.
That's
Especially for the reason I was there. But
Yeah,
even the
that's-
blood pressure machine doesn't work on me. I think I'm part vampire.
That's
My take on the whole thing.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
But it does make me feel a little relieved that if the TSA can't even get my face to recognize
Yeah.
them,
Then foreign governments.
then I can fight it.
Won't either.
Kirsten, grab a mirror, see if she has a reflection.
Just don't get the garlic. Just don't get the garlic.
Beans. It's the beans. Don't get the beans.
Oh my
Or if you were in Twilight, you would sparkle in the sunshine.
Oh, right.
Do you sparkle in
She
the
does
sunshine?
kind of sparkle in the sunshine. Yeah.
I'm beautiful.
Yeah. She'd be like a pretty vampire that would sparkle in the sun.
Sunshine. See?
All of them in
Yeah.
Twilight are beautiful, aren't
Yes,
they?
they
They
are.
sparkle in the sunshine.
I forgot about that book
Yeah.
or series. Anywho, so that's what I'm learning in that class.
Sounds
Very
really
cool.
interesting.
Yeah, my other class is on cultural responsiveness, and it's fascinating, and it's really, really interesting, and really makes you stop and think about your biases in a way that is not like I tend to, whenever that topic comes up, get kind of defensive, and it's presented in a way that like I'm like, okay, this I can accept this, and I can think about this, and I can work towards this, and we had to read the book Evicted. which Bryn read in class like a few years ago, and it's really it's sad, but it's really interesting because it's about Milwaukee housing and just what happens as you go through the process of eviction, and it studies 8 families, whether they're landlords or the people who are being evicted, and just it's just fascinating and sad.
Sounds sad.
So I'm learning about that too. My brain is working. And
Yeah,
I love
I
that my
should
brain
say
is
so.
working.
That's
Clearly,
awesome.
you're like coming up. You're coming up with all the
All
quick
the-
answers
I
tonight.
know.
Although you are
No.
too, Kirsten.
Max Headroom, though. I mean, it wasn't.
I couldn't
it's
come
not,
up with
it's
Max
not
Headroom.
the.
Still something. So anyway,
I
Aaron,
guess I can't
Aaron's
remember
just
the
putting his
monarch
beard
effect.
on the.
Yeah, I'm digging this. This feel good.
can you just mark that microphone?
I was gonna say, do you know whose microphone is whose?
Because that
Okay,
one's
good.
yours.
Because that one's officially yours now.
Yeah. I'm like,
No,
well, I'm
no.
not going to rub my face on the microphone.
Aaron's needing
I'm
some
not.
sensory input. He's
Yeah.
really searching for
searching
it.
for it. I get that.
Poor Aaron.
What's see? I can't think of anything. What's the thing where they make the people make the noises, the soft noises, the crinkling?
ASMR?
ASMR. That's are you trying to do a little
Jack
ASMR with your
listens to
beard?
that to get to sleep, and I'm like, oh my god, that's so annoying.
Who?
I don't
Jack.
know what that is.
My Jack.
ASMR. I've
That's
never
surprising.
heard of it.
ASMR.
It's like they talk like this, and they make these little noises.
Is that like a hypnosis type thing?
Yeah, kind of.
I guess.
Kind of
Is
like
that-
that.
It's
Yeah.
just weird.
I don't think I'd like it. I feel like I would just.
My
I don't
daughter
like it
likes
either,
it.
but
Yeah,
Jack,
so
Jack likes it too.
She likes the way that it raises the hairs on the back of your neck, and because it feels like somebody's in your ear, like
and
whispering
it
in
makes
your
Jack
ear.
fall asleep.
Ugh.
Gives you
I
that
don't like
kind of
that.
that weird kind of like feeling, and some people really enjoy that.
I don't think I'm probably one of them.
No, I'm
No,
not. one.
I'm not either. And then I'll walk into Jack's room like 2 a.m. because his lights are on and he's asleep, and that's still going on.
Does it whisper things at too? Like
Sometimes
eat
it's.
healthy food and.
Oh, I don't think there's messages.
No,
it's
it's not
more
messages.
repetitive.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
okay.
like there's a
There's not like a
like
subliminal message.
today we're
like-
gonna look at
Maybe there is a subliminal message and you just don't know what it is.
this, and we're gonna.
They tap stuff.
This has a different sound up here than this has.
Oh my
a
God, that
different
would drive me
sound, and
nuts.
Yeah, absolutely.
hold it differently.
No.
It's like, yeah.
Yeah, no tapping. No.
Yeah, no,
no
there's
Oh,
tapping.
it's everything.
It's
Yeah.
there are all
Huh.
kinds of stuff.
Interesting. I
ASMR.
ASMR. I'm going
You
to
can look
text
that up.
myself that because I'm going to look it up.
Look it up. Go down a rabbit hole.
yeah,
We'd like to hear.
I-
We'd like to get your opinion on this, Kirsten.
ASMR.
Yes.
And we'll follow up.
We'll follow
will
up
follow
with
up.
Kirsten's ASMR.
And then we can do
Yes.
the more you know.
Oh. She did learn something.
I know. This is an educational podcast.
Oh wait, no.
No.
But wait, there's more.
Oh.
Okay, so
All right. So what else? You said you had lots.
no, that was it.
That was it. well,
It seemed like
going
last.
on.
it was big. It was big, and I'm feeling really good.
I mean, I actually went through
you
the
made
process
my
of
day.
let's try to figure out where the heck this thing is.
You made my
and-
day.
yeah.
That made
That's
my day.
awesome.
It might have even made my week.
Wow. That is
Now-
high praise.
Wow, that's
Again,
I know.
bar.
I mean,
bars.
has
Maybe
been
the-
high.
wow.
I mean, not the
That's why
best
I'm like,
week.
wow.
Did have a tough week,
Still
but you
though.
made my week worth it.
Okay. WarGames.
You are the reason why I'm living.
Wow.
It's very easy. It's also it goes back to the whole man thing, but whatever. It always does. So Joey and I had a great time on the Appalachian Trail. Hold on, I'm going back to the.
What is love?
Didn't find it on the Appalachian Trail, I'll tell you that. And boy, the hotel that we stayed at was like out of
I was gonna
deliverance.
say, no heart-shaped beds?
No.
No, but we were
the
definitely
Poconos?
in West Virginia. Oh, sorry to those people in West Virginia because there are very nice parts of West Virginia. There are, and I'm trying to be nicer. Obviously, not learning cultural responsiveness. But we did we did almost 40 miles this time in our
Wow,
3
that's
days.
a lot.
Which was a lot. And we got to experience things that so they have this thing, which is becoming increasingly more and more, but called trail magic, where mostly for the thru hikers, there are people who will set up shop at different trailheads and have water and food and
Oh, really?
For
and
sale?
stuff. No, not for sale.
Oh,
Just
just to be
help
nice?
them. Yeah.
Wow, that is
trail
nice.
magic. So when we were coming out of the woods in one place, there was, and it was perfect because we were on, I think that was our longest day, and we might have been around like mile 12 at that point, and it was hot. Because I don't know if you guys remember that weekend. It's been hot anyway.
Yeah,
but
it was hot.
Really hot the 3 days we were out. And they had like water and coffee and chili and, which was too hot for chili, but, and
I was going to say, do you really eat chili when you're hiking?
and candy and
In the summer.
you know what?
Yeah.
The boys were hungry and candy and
but
chili.
It's got beans.
and understood. But,
You're hiking. There's no bathrooms. But okay, never mind. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I interrupt.
but nobody cares if you're whatever. Anyway, if you smell. But it was, so that was exciting. And then there's also these people called ridge runners who they're kind of like park rangers in a way, but they're like Appalachian Trail park ranger people, and they're assigned a like 50-mile stretch of the trail, each of them, and they go back and forth in their little stretch,
Just to make sure everyone's okay.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
nice.
for safety and that the
Yeah.
trail is in shape that it's supposed to be in.
That's
and
cool.
It's very cool, and apparently it's very competitive. But we met one of them. His name was Fire Runner, I think, or Fire something. Anyway, so we talked to him for a while.
His name was Fire Runner.
Yeah, something like that. Because you get trail names.
Oh, okay. I was going to say.
Yeah, you
Oh,
get
his
trail
trail
names.
name is.
I didn't know.
I was with you, Kirsten. I was like,
I
was like,
I want to hear more about this guy. I
there,
have
like-
questions. Okay, I didn't
But
realize.
he was like a big Boy Scout. So that, but we didn't see any animals this time around.
I have mushrooms with me.
and my name is Fire Runner.
Well,
Fire
again,
Runner.
it's possible. We are a little straight and narrow, so did not ask. Although the boys, who knows? But yeah, no, we had a great time. It was a lot of fun, and we did the
good.
roller coaster section, which is a lot of up and down, and a lot of the rockier section that heads into Pennsylvania. But it's fun. So we did all of West Virginia, and we did a section of Virginia.
Did you come up
Wow.
with any new songs?
We didn't really sing this time.
You were not worried
because-
about bears?
Yeah, and we should have been, because like Bear's Den is like right there. Like we walked through Bear's Den. But we were not singing. We were laughing a lot, but we weren't singing. It was really hot. And the boys were talking a lot, which they didn't do last year. So they were making enough noise. And we were tired. It was a lot.
I can't even fathom. It was so
It was
stinking
very
It was
hot.
hot.
very, very hot. We went through a lot of water.
So how much water can you carry at once? I mean, because I think water's kind of heavy.
Well, so this time around, we didn't sleep on the trail. We got off at the end of each day.
So you could
and-
load up. So you only had one day. But still, that's
so we
a
had
long
a few
time.
liters on us, but you can carry. They have life straws, and you can. There are streams, but because it's been so hot and dry, a lot of
Oh, you
according
can't
to a lot
depend
of
on
the through hikers. So there's an app that you can go to that will say if there's water in the streams. But a lot of the through hikers were saying there were definitely parts in the Shenandoahs where it was hard to get water.
Oh, that's kind of scary if you're relying
But
on
you
that.
can get them in some of the streams that are off the Blaze trails by the shelters. But we didn't have to do that because we were not sleeping on the trail. So we were good. I think that last day I ran out of water, and so did Joey, but we knew we were like going to be there anytime.
Almost, yeah.
And we Harper's Ferry is where the psychological midpoint is of the trail. It's not completely the geographic midpoint, but it's kind of where the through hikers, when they get to that point, feel like they've
Right.
and so that's where the headquarters is. So it was really cool because we got to go into the headquarters and
Cool.
talk to people.
Was Fire Runner cute?
No.
I wanted you to play her song again.
Oh.
Yeah, let's
No,
play it
no. But when we were at you don't have to play the band thing. But when we were at the hotel, we
Fire
sat.
Runner, I hope you're not
Well,
listening.
the hotel. No, he was very nice. He's young. He was young.
Nice, but
We
not
were
cute.
in Harper's Ferry at one of the hotels, and they had a band there, and they had a steel-stringed upright bass. Super cool.
Really?
Yeah.
Steel
string,
string,
like
upright.
long string.
Wow.
And long, and it was really cool.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was very interesting. But I talked to that guy for a while.
Yeah.
Also, not cute.
I was going to say, CQ
Oh, was he cute? Yeah, we went.
was
Funny.
his
was
name
Older. Way older.
Steel Picker.
It very well could have been. I did not ask.
Fire Runner.
Did not
Steel
get his
Picker.
card at all. Yeah.
Okay.
So that was, but it was fascinating.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we had a great time. And now I really would just want to do the whole thing. I want a through hike.
all
I want a
all
through
at
hike.
once. So how many days would that take?
It takes about 6 months.
Whoa. Oh, wow.
Yeah. Because it's a little over 2,100 miles.
Jeez. Well, you go.
I was going to say,
I don't want to do that.
I'm not doing it
all
tomorrow.
right, Kirsten, where are we going? Because I'm sure as hell not going with Christine.
You can meet me at the trailheads.
We'll meet
And
you
bring
at
me-
That's
the,
all right.
we'll meet you for dinner.
You don't have to actually hike,
That sounds like a whole hell of a lot of fun.
doesn't it?
Oh my gosh.
Okay,
yes.
Aaron.
Really?
Get lost, like,
Leslie and I are looking at each other like,
really?
who are
just
these
the
people?
3 days each time that we've done.
Yeah.
Like you get so
Oh yeah.
like I missed it
Oh,
so
yeah.
much when I got off the trail.
I like
you
hiking,
just
but
get
not for
so
6
No, not for 6
peaceful.
months. An
Oh,
afternoon.
I don't like
afternoon will
anything.
do.
An afternoon or
love
two, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I can't do it because I've got little people that are not little, but people who are counting on
You
me to
won't.
be home. I know. Well, that's
You won't.
So my friend
We'll take them out.
who, no, well, they're going to be in college and hopefully getting jobs.
I wasn't going to take them out.
I mean,
Yeah.
We can arrange things. I'm just saying.
I like them too much to take them out.
crowd just got really, really hard right now and dark.
It was all that little house on the prairie.
I know.
Messed with her
It's
head.
all, see, no wonder I listen to all that dark crap now.
Yeah.
The Little House on the Prairie
gotta
got me
get your
started.
fix.
Did you watch?
It's got me started on the death shows.
Okay.
It's a
Anyway,
gateway drug to violence.
It is. It's a gateway drug.
it's often
I
been
feel so used.
that
Poor
damn that
innocent
Michael
little
Landon,
Leslie.
Michael
Melissa
Landon.
Gilbert.
How many of them are still alive? I got to talk to somebody. I got to let them
Melissa
know.
Gilbert.
Gilbert's still
Yeah.
alive. Who played Mary? She's probably still alive.
Did anyone ever know
No,
the name of the girl who played
I
Mary?
did.
She was very
It was like
convincing.
Elizabeth something
Well,
or
the
something.
blind thing, she
Yeah,
did the blind
she did
thing
it.
really good.
She was good
I
at being
thought
blind.
she was really blind when I was younger.
She didn't
Yeah,
move her
she's-
eyes
I gotta look it
at
up.
all.
No, she was very good.
And she had those ice blue eyes.
Yeah.
See,
yeah.
poor Aaron.
Don't know
I
her
bet he
name,
didn't
though.
watch it because he's not chiming in.
No, I did not like Little House on the Prairie. It was
Didn't?
definitely part of.
Blasphemy.
No one
It was in the
liked it.
rotation. I did not
loved
enjoy
it.
it.
Oh, Melissa Sue Anderson.
Oh, it
You
was
knew
Melissa
that.
Sue Anderson.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I did know that.
She
I
doesn't look
I did
terrible
know
either.
that.
Look at her. She looks decent.
Oh, she's
Oh, yeah,
lovely.
she looks good.
Little Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yeah, I was going to say she does look a bit Michelle Pfeiffer-ish.
Yeah, she does
Oh,
actually.
very nice.
Good for her.
Good for Melissa Sue Anderson. And she can see. This whole time.
Well, do we know that? I mean, it looks like she can, but we don't know that.
She's like, I need
Google
proof.
can Melissa Sue Anderson
I'm trying to
see?
find out how old she is. Doesn't
She's
tell me
older
how
than
old she
us.
is. I know, well, I think
think.
she is, but it doesn't. Here's what
We don't
doing
know.
now. But how old is she? Nobody's telling me how old she is.
How old is Melissa Sue?
Maybe she's a vampire. Does she sparkle in the sunshine? Hmm?
Was Mary blind in Little House on the Prairie?
You're not the only one.
Yeah, I know. People search that up.
She was born in 1962.
Oh,
So yeah, she's older.
Okay.
62 years old.
She looks very good for her age.
She looks great for her age.
It looks great anyway.
Did Melissa Sue do anything after Little House on the Prairie? Or is it one of those
just
situations?
shut it down. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm sure she did. but-
And
I know.
I may
did.
not be blind, but I can't read very well, so
Okay.
I got my glasses on, so I don't know.
Eh.
Just don't know. Maybe. Melissa Sue, if you're out there listening to us.
So I liked Little House on the Prairie, but I thought, what did you think of the Waltons? Because I thought it was really boring.
Oh, I never
Oh,
watched
I
that.
never watched the Waltons.
But
no,
my
that's
sister-in-law loves it, but
Still?
yeah, just she watches the old reruns, but I just never got into
No,
that.
I never got into that one. No.
I think it was before our time a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe
Wasn't it?
maybe.
8 is enough, though.
Eight is enough.
Adam
Oh,
Rich.
yeah,
Adam Rich, he was hunky.
yeah.
I liked me some Nicholas there.
And
He was like 6.
and the older brother,
The
Tori.
older brother. Not
Ames.
the oldest one. Willie Ames.
Willie
Willie
Ames. Tori
Ames.
Ames.
Willie
Willie
Ames.
Ames.
That's Tori Amos.
No.
Completely different vibe. Completely different vibe.
Yeah.
She's hot in her own way, but
Okay. Different kind of hot.
Willie Ames.
Willie Ames. All right.
Yeah.
I remember he had a perm.
Yeah, he did.
Well, that might have been natural.
Or maybe. I mean, yeah.
The oldest brother was a stick in the mud.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah. Most oldest brothers are.
Oh, yeah. Well, not mine.
had
Billy,
to
if
be
you're listening,
responsible.
you're not a stick in the mud. We love you, Billy.
Aaron's just looking at all of us like,
I don't know what eight of
You don't know
is
eight
enough is. Oh. Is now okay. So wait a second.
So it's like
Is that
in the
the
80s.
one?
the
Now
mom.
again, no, I don't know any of the characters.
Okay.
The only thing that I would remember, if anything, and this is terrible, is the very beginning. Is it a black and white with all these people's feet and the guy's tapping his foot?
No, that's My Three Sons.
That's My Three Sons.
Well, that was a good show,
Which
too.
was
That
also a good show.
Yeah,
Nope,
that was a
I
good
didn't
show.
watch that one either.
And I have a feeling it was probably Willie Ames that I had a crush on, not Adam Rich.
I hope so.
My
would
Three
be more
Sons was
appropriate.
good.
My Three Sons was good.
You don't
Nope.
like My Three Sons? Okay.
8 is enough. Well, it was a dad. The mom died. Well, she didn't die. Yes, the mom died.
She went out to Little House on
and
the
they had-
Prairie and visited them and
Yes.
died of the
This is what I'm talking about.
consumption. She had consumption.
No wonder I had feel like everybody died.
Is this a 70s show?
Yeah. 80s.
Yeah,
70s,
80s.
Do you remember
Early 80s, probably.
going
Late
to see
70s,
Benji
early 80s.
and Benji gets hit by a car?
Yes, I remember
at the
Benji
end?
being scary, yes.
I was beside myself. Even though Benji makes it in the end, they hit the dog with a car.
I don't remember
Oh,
that.
Yeller, they shot the dog.
But
Yeah.
I mean, what? I don't
The
understand.
80s were a different time. Okay.
We were
Messed
tougher
up.
kids.
I was
We
gonna-
were tougher kids.
We learned lessons a little
Look at
differently back
Bambi.
then.
Look at
Oh,
Bambi.
yeah.
Bambi's mother dies within the first 5 minutes of that movie.
Jeez.
My middle son used to always say, Disney hates children.
Yeah.
Well, it certainly
They
hated
always did that
moms.
stuff.
Moms were always dead. They were always stepmoms.
They were mean
And
or
the
they were
stepmoms
dead.
were never nice.
But
Yeah.
8 is enough. The mom died. It was a dad, and he had 8 kids, and it was just their daily struggles.
Oh.
Yeah. And it really wasn't that interesting, other than Willie Ames was hot.
Williams was hot.
No.
Nicholas was adorable with his
No.
little bowl haircut.
Yeah. He was like the
watch.
comedy.
Hogan's Heroes.
Oh, that was a good show.
No.
MASH.
You didn't watch Hogan's Heroes?
Did you watch MASH?
Did you watch MASH?
No.
What? You
It was
didn't watch
such a
MASH?
depressing show.
Oh, how about the
Oh.
one Archie Bunker there?
Benny Hill?
no.
what was
Benny
the
Hill?
Archie- All in the Family?
All in the
I
Family.
didn't enjoy that show at all. All in the Family, no.
Newhart. What about Newhart?
No.
God rest his soul.
No.
Aaron.
I'll tell you what.
There's a trend.
Let's make this
Cheers.
easier.
Did you watch
Aaron,
Cheers?
Aaron, what
Yes.
did you watch?
I did watch Cheers.
Oh, we got a winner. All right.
In Dallas.
Oh,
I did not
Dallas.
watch
Family
Dallas.
I watched
Ties.
Dallas.
I wasn't
Family
allowed to watch
Ties.
Dallas.
Falcon Crest?
Family Ties was
No Falcon
I
Crest.
wasn't allowed to watch Dallas.
Different
No.
It
strokes.
was a little too
Different
risque
strokes.
for me.
Oh.
Well, you
Different
and I had
strokes.
different ways of handling not being able to watch things.
I did
you
not
snuck-
sneak
you
the little
didn't sneak
TV.
your little
Little
TV
TV
under
in.
the covers. I was the youngest. So I could watch wherever I wanted.
That was the thing. I was the youngest.
Yeah, like they're.
So is my sister.
yeah,
I'm
parents
pretty
are
sure she
kind of
watched
checked
all
out.
those.
They
Dukes
get-
of
they're
Hazzard.
tired.
Yep.
I had to
Dukes
go
of
over to
Hazzard.
Nicole's house to watch Dukes of Hazzard. I wasn't
Yeah.
allowed to watch that either. Daisy Duke's shorts were too short.
Yeah,
And
they
then over to
were.
Nicole's.
Yes, they were.
Yeah.
Boss hog.
Uh-huh.
Cute.
Yeah.
Were you looking for the dun-dun that
That
you got
was-
rid of?
So,
Going for.
What is love? Oh, yeah, that's a little better.
Daisy Duke.
That worked.
easy dude.
Wonder Woman. Did you watch
Nope.
Wonder Woman? $6 million
$6 million
man.
man.
Nope.
Battlestar
Bionic
Galactica.
woman.
Nope.
Battlestar. Battlestar
Battlestar
Galactica.
That was a good one.
That was a good one. Bitty, bitty, bitty.
That was such a good show. Oh my
That
God.
was such a
My
good
brother-
show.
My brother used
Greatest
to watch
American
it.
Hero.
Oh, that was a good
Oh,
one.
that was a good one with the good
Believe
theme
it or
song.
not, I'm walking on air.
Yeah, catchy.
Yeah. that was a
Anyway,
good one.
Best
Night
theme
Rider.
song.
Knight Rider.
I never watched
Never
Knight
really
Rider.
watched that much.
PI.
Oh yeah, we watched
Did
Magnum.
watch that,
We did
yeah.
watch Magnum PI.
Love Boat.
Oh, I
No.
loved it. I loved Love Boat.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
allowed
I
to watch
still
that.
lot
It's
of
hard
Love
not
Boat.
to love the Love Boat.
And
know.
then eventually I was allowed to watch that, but never Fantasy Island.
Why was Charo famous?
She's a coochie coochie. So when
Was she a singer or was she
I
just
think she was like on like variety shows, like she would sing and dance and do the hoochie coochie.
the coochie coochie coo?
So in my very big hair days, I worked in an office, like my first job out of college, and my hair
Wait.
was huge.
You dressed as Charo?
No, I had
called you
someone that said, some man came up to me and said, "Didn't anyone ever tell you look
Look like
like
Charo.
Oh my God.
And my roommate at the time, like, she still laughs about that to this day. I'm like, no,
gross,
no
gross,
one
gross.
ever really did.
What was like Charles Nelson Riley?
Oh my God.
Why was he famous?
I don't know why.
Anybody
He was on the Hollywood Squares.
Hollywood Squares. Anyone on Hollywood Squares, you had to question why they were famous.
I think that was the only
And the
reason.
match
Except
game.
for-
He was on the match game
Except
too,
for
wasn't he?
Bobcat Goldthwait. He was on Hollywood Squares.
Who?
Bobcat.
Bobcat Goldthwait.
I don't remember him.
He was
Police
a
Academy?
comedian.
Yeah.
Did you ever see Police Academy?
Yeah. but I don't remember that name.
Oh, you
I'd
would. He's
apparently-
like this, like annoying.
Oh, he was so
Oh,
I'm sure I would know. I'm sure I would go, oh, that guy.
You would,
But
you
I
would,
don't
you would,
think I
you
knew
would,
his name.
you would.
He had the weird voice, and he
Yeah.
would kind of like he would do this weird. That sounded like Bill Cosby. It wasn't Bill Cosby.
It was like nails on a chalkboard.
No, he didn't
Yeah,
sound like
he
that.
Didn't, okay.
But he had this weird, like, I don't know, nasal thing he did.
Oh, okay. So I'm just going through old shows. Night Court,
Oh, that was a good
That
show.
was a good show. That was a good show.
Miami Vice.
I never
Oh yeah,
watched that.
I never
watched
watched
Miami
that
Vice.
either.
That was a great
That
theme
was
song.
a great
Yeah,
show.
good theme song. I never watched the show.
Yeah. It was heavy hitting at times.
Like the last on the Prairie.
Crockett Tubbs. Yeah, and it was nothing compared to Little House on the Prairie. All they did was drugs.
The Golden
Come
Girls.
on now, that was just one
Golden
episode.
Girls.
Right.
Golden
that was
Girls.
Albert.
Golden
That was
Girls.
just Albert. That was one episode.
Albert.
Come on now.
The time Albert was on meth.
The time, no, it was opioids,
Oh, sorry.
and he had to go through
Had to go to the
withdrawal.
methadone
It's terrible.
clinic.
Yeah. Michael
Albert.
Landon had to sit with him all night while he went through withdrawals.
Well, Pa was like that. He was
Paul
very,
was like that, wasn't he?
he was a good man.
Aaron's still looking for shows he watched.
No, I forgot about all these. Who's the Boss? Hill Street Blues.
I never watched that one.
Murder, She Wrote.
Oh, I watched that. Jessica
Full House.
Fletcher.
Growing Pains. MASH.
Growing
MacGyver. Facts of Life.
No, you take the good,
You take the bad, you take them both,
and then you have the facts of life.
Yep.
Facts of
Three's
life.
Company.
Did you know George Clooney was on the Facts of
Yeah.
Life?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I actually went through a Facts of Life rerun thing recently and watched all of them.
Really?
Marathon.
I loved that show.
I
was a
loved
good
that
show.
show. Yeah, it was a good show.
Yeah.
Who was your favorite character on Facts of Life? Quick.
Tootie.
Ooh. Aaron.
I didn't watch Facts of Life.
Damn it. Christine.
I like Joe.
Did you like Joe?
Yeah, I like Joe.
I actually like Natalie.
Did you?
I was
I
gonna
did.
say,
I like Natalie.
I was Mindy
Nobody
Cohn.
liked poor
Mindy
Blair.
No, well,
No
Blair
one liked
was-
Blair.
Nobody
In
liked
fact,
Blair.
I was going to name Ava Blair because Blair is a family name.
Oh, I do like that
No.
name.
But then she would have been Blair Bartnick. And
Yeah.
God, that sounds like a horrible person.
Yeah.
Blair Bartnick sounds like the mean girl.
I know, right?
yeah.
And everybody, like, and the same thing, like our generation, every time, you hear Blair, you'd be
You're
like,
like, oh,
well,
Blair.
she can't be
Yeah,
nice.
Right.
but she could change it for that. A Bryn found this stand-up comic that was like ripping on, like he asked somebody her name and she said her name was Bryn and he went on and on about how horrible a name that is. I'm like, oh,
That's a nice name.
that's my daughter's name.
Bryn is
find
no
the comic.
Blair. Like,
No.
there's no, it's not that.
Oh, yeah, well,
connotation.
because that's the only Blair you ever knew.
Yes,
right.
Exactly.
That's the problem.
She was the
right?
snooty. She
Yeah.
was the snooty snoot.
I also like the name Mallory. But
Oh.
see, we have the
Yeah.
same
Mallory
problem.
from
Family
Family
Ties.
Ties.
Yeah.
I like the name Mallory.
I do
too,
know a
but
couple Mallorys, though. I do
Yeah.
know a couple Mallorys. That's a
Yeah.
pretty name, too. Family Ties is such a good show.
That was
such
a good show.
I
Alex
forgot
P. Keaton.
that that's his sister.
Justine
Just
Bateman.
Jason
Justine
Bateman.
Bateman.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
that's right.
Oh, I
Whatever
love
happened to
him.
her?
God,
Yeah.
I love
Oh,
him.
I like him too.
Mm.
Yeah,
Jason.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's cool.
yeah.
He's one of my favorite actors.
I liked him in Dodgeball.
He
Did you
was
watch-
date night.
Did
Date
you watch
night.
Ozarks?
ESPN
I
the Ocho.
started watching it, and I like it, but
No, it's too
dark.
much for her.
It's
Okay.
dark.
I mean, I
I
would-
did
do
season
like
one
it.
and then I stopped.
I watched all the seasons, and it gets
It's
the
dark.
violent.
What? I'm
the
sorry, what
violence-
show?
The visual violence gets worse
It's
and worse.
interesting because I can some of that I can like Umbrella Academy. I watched all of that, and that Umbrella Academy is violent.
Yeah, but that's all sort of the whole Umbrella Academy idea is all very fantasy, very fake. Like it doesn't seem
it's
that
not
real.
The psychological.
Yeah, no,
Um,
Ozark man got real,
Yeah.
real messy. Yeah.
Why?
Anyway,
Why do they do that? Can't we just make
clearly
decent
I'm
shows?
fascinated.
Like Little House on the Prairie.
Right.
Gosh.
Because some people have violence
Can't we go
addictions.
back to the 1800s?
Look, think about it. They set the bar at Little House on the Prairie. They can only keep going up, right? It has to get more and more. It has to get worse.
I don't know. I think we need Cheers.
Yeah.
Cheers. Or Frasier. I mean,
Frasier
that
was
was
good.
for a spinoff. That was just as good
Yeah.
as Cheers was.
Yeah, it was well written and well done.
House.
House was good. House was
I never
very
saw
good.
House was
House was very good.
House is amazing.
Oh yeah,
House was very
I never watched that one either.
no,
Really?
missed out.
Such a good show.
good. Psych.
Well-
Did you guys ever watch Psych?
No.
No.
Oh, You need to watch Psych. Oh my gosh, it's hysterical.
Really?
Okay.
Yes, and there's so much 80s reference. So much 80s reference.
Really?
Oh, you have to.
Uh-oh, now it's going to be a thing.
You
She's
don't
gonna
have
ask
to, because
us.
I don't know that you'll love it as much as I think you guys will love
Okay.
it. You
Psych.
might.
I'm texting myself.
Oh
Psych.
my gosh.
Okay.
Oh my
I
gosh.
wonder if it's streaming.
I need something to watch.
And-
I do
It took
too.
me almost a year to watch a movie.
Yeah, no,
so.
that's what I'm saying. You've got a pass. You're good. But you guys would love it. I mean, you would love it. And it's got I can't think of his name. The one who was in A Million Little Things, completely different character, but James Rodriguez. He plays the main character, Sean Spencer. Oh, that is my all-time favorite show.
Interesting.
Oh my gosh. I laugh until I cry every episode.
Wow. Okay.
It's great. It's a little detective show.
Oh,
All right.
I don't mind a mystery.
But the characters are good and it's funny.
All
Yeah.
right.
Okay.
All right.
So that's your homework.
Okay.
It's Psych.
She's going to ask us every week now until we watch it.
Psych.
No, I'm not.
If it's not available, I have the DVD.
See?
Okay.
Anything
All right.
she has on
like
DVD.
6 seasons of it.
Anything
So-
she has on DVD, we have like
I
we're
don't
just
think I
going to be
have a way to
grilled on
watch
it.
You will be.
DVD.
One
Yeah.
of you at least has to watch it.
Yeah, but like I'm with you. I don't think we have any DVD
maybe
players
like
left.
a
Hey, you can come to
PlayStation.
my house because I have a DVD player.
Okay. All right. We'll have a movie night at Christine's
Oh,
house.
the Xbox plays DVDs.
Okay.
Oh.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So you say, I'll see.
It might be available somehow else. I think it might be on
Aaron's just
Hulu.
glad he doesn't have to watch it.
Oh, it's so good. They're going to come back and they're going to say, oh my
watched
God,
the
that was so
board game.
funny. And then you're going to be like, I mean, you might like it. It's very
Oh,
likable.
no.
It won't make you cry. I promise it won't make you cry.
Okay. Good. And not too
Shall
scary.
we play
Oh, it's not
a
scary.
game?
I know. You were waiting for that.
Oh, nice.
I love it.
Let's see. It's
Oh, but we
on-
can use that every
we
time
can
we
totally
play a
use
game.
that.
I have set this page up. It's already set up as correct and wrong.
Oh, excellent.
He's got the game show page. I love
Oh, but what
it.
is this from?
Price is Right.
There you go.
Oh.
Bob Barker.
The Price is Right came to Bryce Jordan Center.
They also came to Bucknell, believe it or
Didn't
not.
it? Yeah.
Oh,
I wanted to go. Although I'm not good at any of the games. Like as much as I've watched it, I'm not good at any of the games. Like
Plinko.
well, no, the ones like the
the
grocery,
grocery, that's the money.
Like, is the mac and
Yeah.
cheese more expensive than the yogurt?
the grocery game I'm not good
Yeah,
at.
I'm-
I
wouldn't be
don't
good
I
at
don't
that.
pay attention.
I don't either. I'm like,
And I don't know how much showcases are worth ever.
So you always go
No.
under. Go under.
But how do I know it's
$1.
under?
$1.
You always go
Because
$1.
everybody bets too much and then
much.
you win
Ah.
because if they're over, they get busted.
Oh,
Good point.
See, I haven't learned a thing.
The strategy involved.
That was another show I watched a lot of.
I used to watch it every time I was homesick. Yeah.
We watched a lot of game shows.
Yeah.
Chris
Joker's
actually
Wild. Joker's Wild was a big one. My dad would
watch
watch
that
that one. Joker, and a triple.
in college. Chris actually went to a taping of The Price is Right and tried to
he
get on
did?
it.
That's
Yeah.
hardcore. So Mike and I on our honeymoon played the Newlywed game and we won
Oh, that's
because
right.
we're so competitive and we're invited to go to the show to be
Oh,
on the show.
wow.
We did not actually make our way out to Hollywood to do that, but
Oh
Yeah,
That
man,
you
I did
should
too.
have. That would have been cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's some information you don't need to share.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
the point.
It's one thing to do it and say it in the Poconos, right?
Okay, I think she hates that button already.
Yeah, but I do like the song,
It's such
so
a
it's
good
like
song.
Yeah, it is a good song.
Kind of hard.
I
know,
just see Chris Kattan.
if he played I want to
Yeah.
know what love is, then I might have to like
Oh,
beat the whole
yeah.
thing
I
up.
might.
Chris Kattan doing the head bop thing. They don't know what we're talking
No,
about.
no, I can tell.
We don't.
Saturday Night Live.
Oh, okay.
They used to do a nightclub skit.
Jim Carrey.
Oh, yeah.
No, it was
That was
it
Jim
was-
Carrey, wasn't it?
Will Ferrell.
Oh, yeah.
Was it Will Ferrell?
I think it was Will Ferrell.
I think it was Will
I don't think
Ferrell
it
and
was
Chris
Jim Carrey.
Kattan. No, it wasn't Will Ferrell.
You
It
don't
was
Well, didn't Will Ferrell did the cheerleading thing?
Jim
Yeah.
Carrey, wasn't it? Jim Carrey.
Then I don't know what you're talking
he
about. I'm
might have
thinking
been
of
a
the
guest
cheerleader.
one night. And,
There's 3 of them in the car.
but there was always one of the guests, like whoever was the guest star would be one of the
Oh,
guys.
that's right.
But there were 2 guys that did it. Who was it besides Chris Kattan? Oh. All right.
I don't know who Chris Kattan is.
Mango?
Mango? Sorry.
He's a weird little comedian, dude.
I don't
it's
know.
not even
So strange.
He's so. It's not even funny. It's so not funny that it's funny. Like I don't know. He's just a weird little guy.
Like the other Bobcat.
Yeah, like Bobcat Goldthwait.
I think
Just
I
getting
know
all
who
the
Bobcat Goldthwait
own
is.
way. Chris Kattan's just unlike any other.
He's just weird.
Yeah, he's weird.
He used to do. He used to pretend he was a monkey, and like he would just do these weird. I don't know. He was a weird dude.
I don't really feel that bad that I missed him.
Yeah. You don't, and you haven't missed
I feel
much.
like I'm okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, we're gonna have to keep that as a follow up because
All right.
I think we've run out of time. We're talking about all our old TV shows. This is what we do.
Memory
And I
lane.
think we've done this like 3 or 4 times now. So our audience is probably like, we know.
We know.
We know all.
We know
we
how
know-
much you
But
love
I
the
don't
Love
think
Boat.
we had heard the Little House on the Prairie story.
I did not know about that. I would
Okay.
have remembered that. That's a
Yeah. All right.
defining moment
That
in
is a
your
defining
life.
moment.
It explains a lot.
Well, I've lived with a lot of fear in my
Maybe
time.
next week we'll find out what Kirsten's defining moment is.
Oh God. To think about that.
No, if the marathon is still on tomorrow, go on TV and see if the marathon's
Okay,
still on.
I will.
And watch
What
an episode.
channel?
I don't even remember. Just don't you have one of those ones you can talk into?
I don't know. I never talked
What?
about it. No.
The remote that you talk into.
No, I just I
And you
have
just
to-
say, I want to watch Little House on the Prairie, and
Okay.
it brings it up.
I think we have said that, first of all, we have 4 TVs in my house and only one I know how to turn on.
Okay.
Yeah, I just have like
and
a
it's
remote
a regular
to
remote that you press the button on and turn
scroll
it on,
through
not
the-
talk to
Oh,
it.
bazillion
you need to
channels.
get the talking remote. That thing's gold.
okay.
No, we really know me.
All right.
No, it's awesome.
I'm actually surprised that you own this thing.
Do you remember who I'm married to?
Well,
The man with 6 cars.
He likes his stuff.
He likes his electronics.
Gotcha.
And again, no man in my life. There's nobody to buy me talking remotes.
I knew he was going for the button.
you pressed it.
Oh, I thought it was going to play.
It does. There's a little pause.
There was a pause.
If anybody out there wants to send me a man to love, then we won't have to play that song anymore. How about that?
Yeah.
Look, AI, they're just going to start building bodies soon. So just hang on
Yeah, I
for a
was
few
just
more
gonna-
weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just it'll be soon.
You'll actually have your perfect person within
It's true.
a blink of an eye. It's here.
All right, then.
All righty then.
On that note,
On that happy note, thank you
right.
all for joining us for the latest episode of the Set List of Life.
good night.
Good night.
Night.